Hello everybody, we are back with our Commander tournament after that quick win of Calamine over Freyalise. We are moving on to our second semifinal, Atraxa versus Meren. Hopefully this one will be a little longer than that. Last time Atraxa won, it took us like 3 hours to finish the game, but it was only like an hour and a half of video or 40 minutes. Anyway, I don't think this will happen this time because Atraxa is not playing Derevi, who is just, he drags out time.
A little parasite.
Yeah, so today we have Atraxa versus Meren, and we are going to roll off again to see who will go or who will pick. So I got 20.
Dang it!
I think I will. I haven't thought about this. I'll pick to go first again.
What?
Yeah, I'll let you pick what you want to play.
I obviously want Atraxa.
Okay.
Atraxa is my favorite commander. BT dubs.
I like the challenge. It's okay. I don't know. I like both of these commanders.
Yeah, you're a graveyard kind of person.
And so Meren of Clan Toth is a legendary human shaman creature. Whenever another creature you control dies, you get an experience counter. At the beginning of your end step, choose target creature card in your graveyard. If that card's converted mana cost is less than or equal to the number of experience counters you have, return it to the battlefield, otherwise put it into your hand.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And I have Atraxa. She's flying, vigilance, death touch, lifelink. Should I go on? Just kidding. At the beginning of your end step, proliferate. If you don't know what that means, it just means that I get to choose any number of permanents or players with counters on them, and then give each another counter of a kind they already have.
All right. All right, and so the winner of this again will face Calamine in the final, and hopefully he'll have a tougher match than before. Although I gotta say, I think Planeswalkers are generally weaker against rush decks. I don't know. I feel like that's the case. So whatever the case here, he's not going to play another Planeswalker. And if you haven't seen us play before, we're doing a regular commander rules, so 20 commander damage or 40 life. And we are not going to, since there's only two of us, we're going to do regular mulligan rules, no free mulligans. I'm going to have to try this. I don't know how well this is going to go, but we will try this. All right. So I'm going to play Terramorphic Expanse. It's that classic card. Sacrifice it to search your library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield, shuffling my library, which I'm going to let you go and do because, you already know what my colors are. So I'm just going to... What colors do I need? Let me see. That's a good question.
Play Forest.
I think I'm going to get a swamp. Alright. Alright, draw, untap. I'm going to play Golgari Rot Farm. It enters the battlefield tapped, but when it enters the battlefield, I have to return a land from my hand. And but it produces 2 lands, both black and green. So go ahead.
Play an island.
All right. I'll play that swamp back. And I think I am going to play Grizzly Salvage. Cost me a black and a green. And I can reveal the top 5 cards of my library. I can put a creature or a land card from among them into my hand, put the rest into your graveyard. So revealing top 5 cards. Wow, they are all lands. Pretty much, almost. I think I will take the Jungle Hollow. Actually, no, I'll take the Forest. And then the rest go into my graveyard. Alright, and I pass.
Gonna play Opal Palace. I can tap it to add a colorless land. I can also pay 1 and tap it to add 1 mana of any color in my commander's color identity. If I use this mana to cast my commander, it enters the battlefield with a number of additional +1/+1 counters on it, equal to the number of times it's been cast from the command zone this game. I'm going to tap 3 to play Bread for the Hunt. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. It's an enchantment.
Okay.
Now you can go.
Forest. And I think I'm going to go ahead and play my commander. Go ahead.
I can't do anything. Go ahead.
Okay. So I will draw. I will play a swamp. I'm going to pay. Had to use his ability last turn, but that's fine. I play 5, to play Mazirek, Crawl Death Priest, legendary insect shaman. He has flying. Whenever a player sacrifices another permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. And I will attack you for 3. Which, unless you have something to do, will give you 3 commander damage, as well as 3 regular damage. I can return 0 or can return a creature to my hand if I wanted to. I think I will return this Viridian Zealot to my hand. Go ahead.
Forest. I'm going to tap Forest to play Fathom Mage. She has Evolve. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, if that creature has greater power or toughness than this creature, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Whenever a counter is put on Fathom Mage, I may draw a card.
Alright, so my turn. Untap. Draw. I'm going to play Evolving Wilds. Let's see, I have 5 mana, so I think I'm going to pay 2, a green and a black, to play Lolith Troll. And I'm going to pay 2. Oh, I don't have that. Interesting. I think I'm going to use his ability, because he's a black and a green zombie troll. He has Trample. And I can discard a creature card to put a +1/+1 counter on him. So I'm going to discard my best friend, Viridian Zealot. And at the end of a turn, first I'm going to attack. I'm going to attack with flying 2/2. And then 3/4 Meren.
I shall take it.
Alright, so you take 3 more commander damage and then
5
regular damage.
I'm at 32.
And at the end of a turn, I can use his ability to return my friend. And I will let you go, and I will do my Evolving Wilds, which lets me get a land card. Tapped.
You discarded for that guy, right?
Yes,
Why don't you? Where's your +1/+1 counter?
Oh, there it is. And I will get another Forest.
That's pretty cheap regenerate cost. Yeah, please. Okay, so I can finally afford Atraxa. I'm going to pay white, green, and blue. And then tap green to make this a black. And so this land again says, if I use this to cast my commander, it enters the battlefield with a number of additional +1/+1 counters on it, equal to the number of times it's been cast from the command zone this game. So would it be 1?
Mm-hmm.
So Atraxa enters with a +1/+1 counter. And because she's more powerful than Fathom Mage also gets a counter. And because she gets a counter, I get to draw a card.
Nice.
And whenever... Okay, yeah. So, to draw a card. Already play a land. Yeah, so I'm just gonna not attack and proliferate my dudes.
Okay. So I'm going to play another swamp. I'm going to pay 2 greens to play Viridian Zealot. Then he says, for 1 and a green, I can sacrifice him, destroy target artifact or enchantment, which I am going to do. I am going to sacrifice him, and when he's sacrificed, whenever a player sacrifices another permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control.
Wowza.
So I'm going to put that. And the creature I control died, so I get an experience counter.
Very cool.
And his ability is destroy target artifact or enchantment, so I'm going to destroy this enchantment.
Of course.
And I am going to discard a card, a creature card. I'm going to discard this elephant, which would cost me 8. He's a 9/9. When he enters the battlefield, I can destroy up to 3 target non-creature permanents. For each permanent put into the graveyard this way, its controller gets a 3/3 green elephant creature token. And then...
Is that from this?
Yes, so he gets another...
Yeah.
He gets another bounce. So let's see. So your Atraxa is a 6/6 with Death Touch. So we're not going to bother with that. We are, however, going to attack with our troll. So he is a 5/4.
With trample.
With trample, yes.
5, he said?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it. He's not your commander, right?
No, he's not my commander. So you take 5.
So I'm at 27.
I think what I'm going to do is then pay 2 to play Altar's Reap. As an additional cost to cast Altar's Reap, sacrifice a creature. Paying 1 to regenerate him. So he's going to come back. However, before he does, I get another experience counter. I get 2 more +1/+1s. And I get to draw 2 cards. Draw 2 cards, and at the end of return, I have 2 experience, which can let me return my Viridian Zealot back to the battlefield. I think that's all I can return. Yep. So, it is your turn. Okay, so I can't actually do that. I can't regenerate this card because it's not destroyed. And I just checked the ruling on that. So I can't actually... See, what did I do? I played this card, so I can't regenerate it, so it still goes away. I still sacrifice it, and I still get to draw 2 cards, and I still get my experience counter, except I can't get it back with regenerate. So instead of getting my Viridian Zealot, I'm going to get back the Lolith Troll back at the end of the turn. And I still have 1 mana from that. So I'm sorry, you can go.
Swamp. I don't like your commander. He's getting too powerful.
Yeah, what's she going to do about it?
What you going to do with all the junk? I'm going to tap a swamp, a white, and a colorless to play Mortify against this guy.
So destroy
target creature enchantment.
This one?
Yes.
Okay, so since he's destroyed, he I didn't get an experience.
No, you don't get it.
Oh, this is my commander, by the way.
Yeah, I know, but that one's fine.
Okay. All
I
right.
don't like flyers. Play 2 to play Thrumming Bird. He has flying. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, proliferate. And then I shall. I'm gonna attack you with Atraxa.
So what is it? 6 in the air,
Yeah.
which I can't do anything about.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take 6 commander damage.
And I'm gonna regenerate 6 because she has lifelink.
All right. I'm just a little bit ahead right now, but this is difficult. All right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and proliferate
Yep.
and pass turn.
All right. So I untap, draw. Pretty difficult spot here. I'm gonna play a swamp.
It has evolve whenever a creature enters and it's more powerful than this one. I get to add a counter, and if I add a counter, I get to draw a card. Oh, well, I did proliferate, so I still get to draw a card.
Yeah.
So I could have done that twice.
4 colorless to play Butcher of Malkir, or yeah. He has flying. Whenever Butcher of Malkir or another creature I control dies, each opponent sacrifices a creature. And I have 3 mana left.
Wow, that's a good card.
I'm going to discard a card. Yes, I'm going to play Bloodsport, or get him into my graveyard and then attack. This, he gets a token from this. So he is a 3/1.
I'll take it.
All right. And let's see, at the end of my turn, I can return a 3 cost to my battlefield or any cost to my hand. So I think I'm going to return this guy to my hand.
I need to see.
The guy I just discarded. It was Bloodsport 3 next. He has Devour 1, and then when he enters the battlefield, can sacrifice any number of creature. This creature enters the battlefield with that many +1/+1 counters on it. And then each other creature I control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counters, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on him.
Draw a card. Play an island. Okay, so I'm gonna tap white. 1, 2, 3, 4 colorless. To play Elite Scale Guard. When he enters a battlefield, bolster 2. Choose a creature with the least toughness among your creatures you control and put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. So that's going to be my Thrumming Bird. Whenever a creature I control with a +1/+1 counter on it attacks, tap target creature defending player controls. So I'm going to attack you with these 3. And with my... I'm going to tap these 2. So I'm attacking you for 7, plus 3, which is 10, plus 4, 14. You take 7 commander damage, and I regenerate 7 from lifelink. And then I proliferate. Draw a card from this one. And you can go.
Proliferate again.
Oh, yeah. I get to proliferate twice because of Thrumming Birds.
Okay, I'm going to use his ability to discard a creature card. Scourge of Toth. He has flying. I can cast him from my graveyard by paying 2 blacks and sacrificing 2 creatures rather than paying its mana cost. Then I'm going to pay 1 green and 4 colorless. 1 green and 4 colorless to play Spider Spawning. It's a sorcery. I can create a 1/2 green spider creature token with reach for each creature card in my graveyard. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creature cards. So I can create 5 of these spiders. Take 2 black and sacrifice 2 creature tokens, or 2 creatures. So that will be 2 of these. When I sacrifice each one, you have to sacrifice a creature. And I also get 2 experience counters. And he comes back, because that's what I was doing.
Is sacrificing the same as dying?
Yes.
It's hard. 2?
Yep.
Well, Hummingbird is gonna die. Valid Mage. That's impressive.
Okay. And so these guys cannot attack. I will attack. I'll attack with him for sure. And I think that's it. So just my troll. Which unfortunately I can't regenerate because I spent all that mana, but that was worth it.
That was pretty good. I'll block. Gain 3.
Okay, so, but I still get an experience counter from it.
Yeah, but you're already at 5, so there's not much I can do.
So then at the end of my turn, which now it ends, I get to bring back a 6 cost creature if I want to. Which I think will be, yes, I think it's the best option. So the flying guy, who's a 2/2, whenever a player sacrifices another permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on each of your creatures you control. Alright.
Shiz.
Your turn. And I have a bunch of flying. That's very uncharacteristic.
You're not flying.
Flying, reach. I guess this is
Oh my
flying,
god.
Yeah.
Dang. Did you even pay for all that?
Yes. So discarding this was free because of Troll. And then I played the spider stuff that was 5.
Yeah.
And then getting him back was only 2 because I sacrificed 2 creatures. But because this deck is all about sacrificing, that's like a great price to pay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you left me with no choice but to...
Board wipe?
No.
I was like...
Well, I wasn't going to play this one. I was going to play something more exciting, but I'm just going to play this one.
Okay.
3, so white, blue, and 3 colorless. To play Migratory Route, it's a sorcery. I can create 4 white bird creature tokens with flying.
You're right, that isn't very exciting.
I know, but they're going to be useful, hopefully. Well, there's
To block
exactly
all
4
my
of them.
flyers.
Block and tap. Alright, I guess I'll attack you with Atraxa and tap. This guy.
I'll block with one of my spiders. So since it died, I get another experience counter. And
Do I get 10 back or 9
you
back?
get
Or just
9
1?
back. 9 back, yeah. All right, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Proliferate.
Can I proliferate my birds? Just say goals.
2 green and 2 colorless to play Bloodspore 3 next. So he has Devour 1 at the end. As this enters the battlefield, I can sacrifice any number of creatures. The creature enters the battlefield with that many +1/+1 counters on it. So I'm going to sacrifice 2. And I mean, why not legit do a third one? Just do this guy. 3. So when I sacrifice 3, you have to sacrifice 3.
So I'm just gonna sacrifice 3 birds.
Yeah. And since I sacrifice 3, I get 3 experience counters. And since I sacrifice 3, and you sacrifice 3, I get 6 +1/+1 counters. Which I really don't even have dice for. 6. 9.
All of your creatures?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think, I'm not sure about this one. Let me double check the. Yeah, asking Andrew, so I'm assuming he's already on the battlefield, I think. Actually, I think I can't attack, that's the downside, because I need to protect myself. So as long as, well, actually, hang on. Let me see if I can get back something. Yeah, the only thing with flying is my dragon. I don't think I can kill you, because you'll just throw your birds under the bus. So to play it safe, I think I'm going to just get back my Scourge of an Toth and end my turn. Because
you might hate me?
There's still a chance for you.
Is there really though?
Yeah.
Board wipe?
Yeah. I think there's only 1 board wipe in that deck. I think.
I'm going to pay white, black, green, and then 4 colorless to play just that, a board wipe. Dune Blast. Choose up to 1 creature, destroy the rest. I choose Atraxa.
No way.
Yes. We're all dead, guys.
Let me see this go. What?
It's like my prayers were answered.
You have just enough mana for that?
Just enough mana.
Count it out.
Okay. We've got green, black, white.
Yeah.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4 colorless.
Oh my god. Choose up to 1 creature, destroy the rest.
You get a bunch of experience.
It doesn't matter because you're going to kill me.
I know.
Is there anything I can do?
Counter target spell?
No way. What the heck? Where did this card come from?
Right here. From the gods.
No.
It was really close.
That's not fair.
This is the luckiest draw ever.
That is not fair.
We were literally just joking, like, board wipe? I drew it. It's Dune Blast.
Hang on. No, it's not over.
What?
It's not over.
Why?
Because I think my Butcher still goes off. Whenever Butcher or another creature you control dies, which he's dying, you have to sacrifice a creature. So you have to sacrifice Atraxa.
Are you serious?
Yes. Which, I mean, I think is still great for you. I mean, but it's not over. But that was a good play.
Are you sure that goes off?
Yes. Well, he dies. I was a little bit confused about the other ones because they die all at the same time. But it specifically says when he dies, you have to sacrifice one. And you have to sacrifice it. So,
Wow.
So I do get a bunch of experience. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 experience.
Not bad.
So actually, I don't know.
Then you might win because all of your stuff is probably going to come back from the graveyard.
Yeah. But I mean, you had to do that. There's no option, pretty much.
And I have no mana to do anything else. So.
Yeah. Okay. So my turn. Draw a card. So I need to pay 6 total. So I need to play black-green and then all my mana to get him back. So yeah, and then at the end of the turn I can get something back. So let's see what would be the best option. I think the best option is still this guy because he's flying and he has great power. So let's do that.
And that's the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn. That's all my mana.
Your creatures are too powerful right now. Okay, let's try this. So I'm gonna pay 5, 1 white, and 5 colorless to play Reviarch for its a bulk cost, which means that I can cast a spell for that amount, and if I do, it's sacrificed when it enters the battlefield. And its ability is when it leaves the battlefield, I can return up to 2 target creature cards with power 2 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield.
Okay.
So it dies. So I'm playing Fathom Mage first and then Elite Scale Guard.
And
whenever a creature with greater power or toughness than this one enters, I get a counter. Whenever I get whatever. And then when he enters, I get to bolster 2, and she's going to be the one with the least toughness, so I'm going to bolster her too. So she got 3 +1/+1 counters, which means I get to draw 3 cards because of her ability.
My turn?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and play a a swamp. I feel like there's a lot of ways to be mean right now. I think what I'm going to play is pay 1 black and 4 colorless to play Shriekmaw. It has fear. This creature can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and or black creatures. When Shriekmaw enters the battlefield, destroy a target non-artifact, non-black creature. So I think I'm going to destroy this guy. And it also has Evoke 1, which for 1 colorless and 1 black, I can cast a spell Evoke cost. If I do, it's sacrifice when it enters the battlefield. Actually, that might be better. So I'm going to actually do that. Should have read the card first. I'm just going to do 2 black and colorless. Sacrifice it. You have to sacrifice when this is sacrificed. So when I sacrifice a card, you have to sacrifice a card. Since this is sacrificed when it enters the battlefield, you have to sacrifice another card.
What?
And I get an experience. And then I attack you with both of these guys.
Is 1 your commander?
Yes, so you take 3 commander damage and you take a total of 8 damage.
Wow. I'm back to 41.
Alright, so I think you're at 9. And at the end of the turn, I get to return something. Actually, before I do, I think I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4 to play Rise from the Grave. I think I'm going to play my flyer again. And show them at first, because then everybody would have gotten a +1/+1 counter. And then at the end of the turn, I'm going to play Terastodon. And when he enters the battlefield, I may destroy up to 3 target non-creature permanents. For each permanent put into the graveyard this way, put the controller creates plus or a 3/3 green elephant creature token. So I'm going to destroy 3 of your lands, which I'm going to destroy this. I'm going to destroy this. So yeah, those 3. But you do get elephants out of this.
I get elephants?
Yes. So you get 1, 2, 3 elephants.
Thanks, babe. I really needed elephants.
I know. I helped you out, right? And then, actually, yeah, whatever. 2 of them. Yeah, I don't know if that was the great play or not, but...
I'm gonna play Evolving Wilds and sacrifice it to find a card. Is Soul Ring a basic land card?
No. Also, this card is savage because I can just keep sacrificing and bringing it back, which can basically, like, kill your land.
Every time?
Yeah.
I guess I'll take a Plains. Or do I want to have...
I guess if you're into that, I guess this is a cool deck, but that's just me. When you get rid of somebody's lands, it's like...
a low blow.
Yeah.
Can you chop that up, please? I'm going to pay 2 trees. And 3 colorless to play Colonian Hydra.
Nice. It's trample.
Yeah, it enters with 4/+1/+1 counters.
And
whenever it attacks, I can double a number of +1/+1 counters on the creatures I control.
Nice.
So I guess I already had this, right? I can attack with it?
But it includes that card, so it could double itself.
True. I'll just keep them as blockers. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm surprised your elephant doesn't have trample. You would think elephants would.
Yeah, and it's a huge freaking elephant too. Alright. So let's go attack you in the air. Actually, wow. No, I have to be careful here because this isn't over yet. Because she has a big Hydra.
I'm not a big Hydra.
Wow, that Hydra was actually pretty good. It's trampled too. Wow. Alright, so I'll hold back my elephant then. And then
hold the elephants.
I will attack with my butcher for sure. Won't attack with my Meren for sure. Actually, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Might not even attack with her.
Why?
Because you have a lot of attackers right now, and I only have 20 life left.
You don't have.
Oh, but I do have this guy.
What guy?
I can kill one of your guys. Okay, so yeah, I will attack with this guy. And I think actually I'm going to attack with this guy as well. Yeah, why not? I don't know, whatever. 5.
Okay.
5 damage. And then at the end of the turn, however, before that end of the turn gets here, I'm going to pay 2 to play Golgari Signet. It just adds mana to me, for me.
Of course it does.
But then at the end of the turn, I'm going to play the Shrikmaw back, which it has fear again. And then when it enters the battlefield, I can destroy a target non-artifact, non-black creature. So I'm going to destroy your Hydra.
What?
Yeah, he's back.
How'd you get him?
With my commander. Oh.
I'm offended.
Yeah. It's mean.
I had so many plans for that Hydra. Is it my turn?
Yes.
I guess we'll play this guy since he's our last hope. Absent Falconer? What? You sad?
Yes. My turn.
Yeah. How debilitating is this?
Pretty debilitating. So we're going to attack.
Atraxa videos are always so long.
Yeah.
We apologize in advance.
So I'm going to attack with her again, I suppose.
Just her?
And him. And I guess him while I'm at it. So that's a total of 7 in the air and 3 on land.
What is the benefit to one of your dudes dying?
Get a counter, and then I can potentially bring him back, which means I can kill another one of your dudes.
There we go. That's the caveat. Let's take all of that damage.
Okay, so that's 10 damage. And I do get to bring another guy back. So we are going to bring back the Scourge. Your turn. He's the 6/6 flying guy.
Of course he is. Okay, let's try this for fun. So I'm going to tap 2 blue and 2 green to play Mirror Weave. Each other creature becomes a copy of target non-legendary creature until end of turn. And I'm going to pick the elephant.
So everything is an elephant?
Everything is a 3/3 elephant.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack you with all of them.
Okay, so you have 4 3/3 elephants coming at me.
And you have 3 3/3 elephants.
None of my stuff is flying. Okay. This card again is going to be the Bane.
Why? That one's tapped.
Yeah, but its effect, whenever he or another creature I control dies, each opponent sacrifices a creature. Which I think means that if I block with 2, all of your guys die. Because these two, for example, if I block these 2, I and you will die, but then you have to sacrifice 2 creatures. So you have to sacrifice those 2. And that will happen. Actually, no, that will happen.
That can't happen because that creature is an elephant.
Oh, nice. Okay, you're right. You're right. You are right. Okay, that's interesting. Well, I have to block because 3 times 4, no, I don't have to block. That's only 12 damage. 12 damage. Well, I'll block 1. I won't block with this for sure. I'm thinking about this one. The only reason I would block with him is if I wanted to bring him back again and be mean, and I know that's what you're supposed to be in a tournament, but I don't feel like taking lands back.
But you can't bring him back this...
At the end of my next turn,
Yeah, you can.
So I think I'm still going to block. I just won't return him. So I'll take... I'll block this guy, actually, with one of them. So I take 9. Oh, 6. Sorry, 6.
Yeah.
So I'm down to 14.
These elephants, are they yours? Yes, they're yours.
Yes, they're my elephants. They just were mad at me for taking your lands, so they rebelled. Alright, my turn?
Yes. Did you like my elephant trick?
Yes. That was one up from Saplings. Alright, let's see. You're at 26 left. I can do 5, 6, so 11, 13 damage. Alright, let's play Vivid Grove, not like I need it. Enters with 2 counters on it, and then I can use a counter to use it as any mana, or I can use it as green without the counter. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is just attack you with my 2 flyers. So that will be 7 more damage. And then I will return my... I guess I will return this guy again. I don't think I have much better things here.
What, elephant?
Yeah. Yeah, elephant, but I'm not gonna do that anymore. It's just mean. If I lose, then we'll say that, you know.
It was because of the elephants.
It was because of the elephants, but whatever. I'm willing to take that L.
So, are you attacking with those?
No, I just attack with these, so it's your turn. And I got this guy back.
Does anything happen when he gets back?
Nope. She's just a flying 6/6.
Just?
Yeah. Was not an elephant.
Will you deal lethal damage next turn?
Say 19. I mean, if it's unblocked.
Well, you have
Probably,
have these flying.
Yeah, if I no, those just those 2 won't deal enough damage.
But this one?
Let's see, this will be 7 plus 6,
13.
13 damage from flying, and then 6 damage. So 19, just barely enough if everything is unblocked.
I'll pay 2 to play Felwar Stone. I can add 1 mana of any color that you could produce.
Alright.
Okay, I'm going to pay 2 black and colorless to play Necroplasm.
Okay.
At the beginning of your upkeep, put a +1/+1 counter on it. At the beginning of your end step, destroy each creature with converted mana cost equal to the number of +1/+1 counters on Necroplasm. And then I'll attack you with 2 elephants.
I'll bomb both of them.
Elephant graveyard.
And you have to sacrifice a creature because my creature died. Attack it with everything.
Is that 19?
No, it's
Oh, it's not. So just
11 plus 5, 16 damage. Plus 3 commander damage. I'll just get my dragon is still alive. I'll just get the elephant back, but I won't use his ability because it says me.
Okay, well, you should have done it because I'm going to pay
Another board wipe?
another board wipe.
Wow.
I'm going to pay all of it to play Sublime Exhalation Undaunted. It costs 1 less for each opponent. So instead of costing a white and 6 colorless, it's a white and 5 colorless.
Where are you getting these things from? Destroy all creatures?
Yeah,
Alright, so I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I guess.
21. Is it even like... Do I even need to keep track of this anymore?
I don't think you have any cards that cost a converted mana cost of 21.
Alright. My turn?
Yeah,
You only have 3 life left.
I know.
And I have a crap ton of mana. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to do it again. So I have to pay a green and a black, and then 6 colorless. So let's go ahead and pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get this guy back. And I'm going to get this guy out. It's basically the same as this card, only it's black. And then at the end of the turn, I am going to get my vampire back. Your turn.
Good game.
Good game. All right, guys. So that was a really close game. I think it was the best game that we've played so far.
What? No, it wasn't.
What was the better game? Definitely not Jarevi. That was just
Sad.
sad. That was Atraxa versus Meren, and Meren is going to go ahead and face Kalemne in the finals. and that will be a really interesting game. I think if Meren manages to live for long enough, she can definitely withstand Karen. So we'll see. If you guys like this video, please like and comment, and also subscribe if you really liked it, and check out some of the other videos and the finals when they are hopefully up soon. Thank you, and